40 or 50 horses lying in the lot. Red raincoats and rifles, an epidemic has been stopped. Scientist speaks, what are you wondering about? He got that way by turning lab mice inside out. The things we do that we have to do, all the things I do for you, and what you do for me too. Yeah, well, I had any other excuse, and if you take it for given, well, then what's the use? All his possessions around him in his house. Lying beside him is his companion and his spouse. And in the morning, he dress and go to hell. All activated by a little timer bell. The things we do that we have to do, all the things I do for you, and what you do for me too. Yeah, but I had any other excuse, and if you take it for given, well, then what's the use? Hi, my name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Magic. We're going to continue drafting a little bit. There is 18 hours left for quick drafts. Quick draft is, in many ways, if you didn't know, actually quite a bit harder than traditional draft because there's no real signals. The bots are on some strange sort of algorithm where they decide what to pick. They probably prioritize rares because we almost never see a rare passed. But it makes it a lot harder to figure out what kind of deck you're going to draft. And because of the way the bots are set up, you're almost always going to have a less powerful deck in a format like this, regardless of if you're a good drafter or not. Whereas in traditional draft, if you've got a lot of experience drafting, you're almost always going to have a better deck and put together a better pool than your average person because you understand sending signals, receiving signals, and card evaluation. That being said, this is the cheapest way to do this, and we're just blowing all of our gold on it while we can. I think Scoot Swarm is a pretty bonkers rare, and there is a shit fuck ton of good green in this pack. If we wheel any single one of these, it would be great. So I think that's a slam dunk, and we're hoping we can play green and something. So let's add Scoot Swarm to our list of rares. Scoot Swarm, much better than Swarm Shambler. So this means we could be red-green landfall, we could be white-green landfall, we could be white-black counters. There's a lot of room here. We've got good picks in several variations here, but you always want to stay on color if you can. So if there wasn't Rabid Bite in this pack, we'd probably take the Stomper anyway, just to aggressively signal to the people around us that green is cut. Otherwise, the next best card is probably Gloom Hunter. Stampede is interesting, and it's a definite finisher, but is it good enough to commit to green when we have Horn Beetle or Brute? Horn Beetle and Scoot Swarm together seems like if they ever get on the board at the same time, it's going to be very silly. I wonder what Stampede is rated at. I've never looked it up. Stampede. Oh, yeah, it's a B-. That just seems like a solid finisher. But again, I don't think we have to go into white yet. We don't know if we're going to be white yet. Interesting. That's a pretty good bear with text. Fissure Wizard is probably better in that regard, though. Wow. Sign of the Swarm, pretty great. Maybe not so much in the deck we're building, but Gnarled Colony looks to be very good, especially if we end up in black-green counters, which it looks like we're headed towards. So here's our first pivot point to be able to decide if we want to go into another color. Hagrid Constrictor is pretty good for what we're starting to build here. Nectar Pot, pretty mediocre. Skyclave Geopede is fine if we think we want to go in the landfall direction. But we do have good tools for going the counter direction. I don't think it's quite as powerful as the landfall deck, but it is good. The other option, of course, is Tazim Raptor, which is always good because flying things, having a way to be evasive to close the game is always good. Let's compare a few things, but I think we're probably just taking the Constrictor. Geopede's a C+. Doesn't really blow my mind. Raptor's probably a B, right? Raptor's only a C+. Yeah, I think we're leaning heavily towards this setup, but depending on what comes out, it may not end up going that way. The good thing about that setup is Oblivion's Hunger becomes playable. I don't think it's really playable in any other deck. We do want as many counter generators as humanly possible, and so far we got 1, 2, 3, 5. We've got 3 out of 5. We're off to a good start. I do like to get 1 Broken Wings in these decks often, because flying tends to be a real problem, and there are lots of artifacts and enchantments that are worth destroying. I think the first Broken Wings is probably worth more than the first Oblivion's Hunger. Canyon Yerba, pretty good. Aqua Warrior, that seems really good. We've never seen that. Yeah, solid B. 1 Mind Drain seems pretty good. Priest isn't really at their best in this deck. We take the Canyon Yerba in case we start to see a lot of bonkers white cards. We have something to pivot towards. Because the Mind Drain is like a 24th, 25th card. It might not even make it. Although this is just a fine filler card. Like having a 2-drop to make sure we have enough 2-drops. Huh. Sure. Let's assume things are going to try to work with us for once. Relic Axe. I've never played this card. We're probably not going to end up with a lot of warriors. Snarecaster is a fine stall card. Kite Sail is probably what we want here. 1 Kite Sail I think goes a long way. So do we take the Stomper or do we take the Dauntless? I think we take the Dauntless here. I think the Dauntless is going to be harder to pick up. We'll probably get a chance to pick up a Stomper later. But trying to fill in this 2-drop curve is really important, and it's a counter card for potential synergies. Dreadworm is playable if unexciting. Same. I hope we don't have to, but we might. Well. Okay. This is starting this is starting to get a little spooky because every time I get a good deck with good cards in it, it does not go well for me. I usually just draw exceptionally badly, or my opponents draw these god curve outs and I just die sad. It's going to be my epitaph. Die sad. Predation is fine. Oh, Rabid Bite. Yeah. Predation is Predation better than Rabid Bite? It can't be, right? Like, it just can't be. Nah. And we're going to have the potential to grow some decent power. Our Rabid Bites should be pretty live most of the time. That's not going to come back to us, but maybe an Oblivion's Hunger will. That's funny. Well, we got to take that one. We haven't got offered any hard black removal, which is a little concerning. I'd even take a Subtle Strike at this point. Blood Beckoning seems like it'd be really good in the deck with some high-value creatures like this, so... Vanquish the Weak or Visionary. Okay, now we have a real choice to make here. I think because we just took Blood Beckoning, the Visionary's value goes up. I think the second Constrictor is fine in our deck. Might's a trick I'll play. I'll always play at least one Might. Do we have any other rogues? No. We've only got 3 2-drops at the moment. We do need to pick up a couple more. Do we want another Constrictor? Hopefully we can do better than this. I don't know if we're going to play all 3 of these. Hopefully we're just going to play 2. We'll probably play a Mind Drain. Hunger Wield. I'll just take this for the vault. Might play this. 3D so far. Are you shitting me? When you cast this spell, if it was kicked, each player loses half their life rounded up. Scourge of the Skyclave's power and toughness are each equal to 20 minus the highest life total among all players. Is this playable? I mean, I'm taking it because it's a mythic, okay? But is it playable? B minus, C plus, C plus. Apparently it's playable. So it's a 6 mana 10/10 flyer. 7 mana 10/10 flyer. If you're both low already, you're just playing it for 2 and it's bug nutty. Well, there's a ton of good shit in this pack, honestly. Like, Gloomhunter is awesome. Scythecat is okay. The Stomper is there that we want. We'll be happy if we get any one of these back. Also, there's a Black Bloom Rogue, which is great. Scourge of the Things. 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 There we go. Okay. Soft consumption is fine. Blech. Just fine. Man, 2 Nahiri's bindings have passed. I'd love it like a Feed the Swarm or a Deadly Alliance. Bedgala Recovery, Skyclave Pickaxe, Subtle Strike. Huh. Man, 2 Rapid Bites is all we got for removal, huh? I guess we're taking Subtle Strike a little higher because we are in a counter deck here. With 3, we're probably running the 3 Constrictors in that case. Bedgala, Pickaxe, Subtle Strike. Pickaxe is a C. Subtle's got to be a C as well, right? C to C+. What the hell is Balagad that I can never fucking pronounce? B. I guess having the fact that it's a land, the modality is nice. We've got 2 lands that already have modality as well, though. Do we really care? If we do get a Stomper, this goes up in value again. I think we have to take the Subtle Strike, though. We're so pressed for playable removal tricks. That's a close one. That's definitely a close one. Taunting is a good way to close a game. Another Colony is very good. We probably have to take the Vanquish here. Huh. I think we have to take Acquisition Expert. We've been talking about needing some more 2-drops, and that is a pretty dang good one. I could also see taking Fortification. We might play Skulker. So we've got Subtle, Might, Rabid, Vanquish the Weak. We probably, and Oblivion Hunger. We probably won't play another Might. We might play one of these. It is another counter creature. It's more likely that we play that than we play this. I don't think we have enough party synergy for Drana to be worth anything. 1 wizard, 2 warriors, 2 rogues, 1 cleric. I mean, ish. This just seems so bad. 6 mana to maybe kill a thing. All you can count on it being is a -1/-1. Yeah, it can't be playable. Nothing really exciting here. We did get our Stomper after all. Pretty happy about that. If we want to troll a flying deck. Cool. I might play that. Bleh. Okay, whittling some stuff down here. We've got 19 creatures, tons of 2s and 3s. Need to make us some cuts. Two rogues. Nah. 1, 2, 3, 4. We might cut another 2-drop. I'm not sure yet. I think because we have Blood Beckoning and Oblivion's Hunger and a Visionary, we maybe don't need Mind Drain. Plus we have Predation. Probably not running the Brutes. Should probably be running this just for the counter synergy. We've got how many spell lands? Zoff and Predation. Probably cutting one land, because a lot of times we're going to want to cast Predation, but not Zoff necessarily. Are we cutting the Kite Sail now that we have so much menace? It occurs to me that this isn't flying. You think sky anything and it's going to be flying, but it's not flying. Is Oblivion's Hunger better than Might? Even if we're drawing a card, probably not, right? Yeah, maybe it's a little trolly to try to run that. I still like Broken Wings as a one of. We cutting another creature? I kind of want Dreadworm as just another beefy thing. Maybe we are cutting wings. In best of one, you're not supposed to run stuff like wings, right? Our late game is supposed to be go tall or wide with these things, and then trample with an Arlid, I guess. We have literally no flying, however. Literally no flying. And no flying defense. It really makes me want to include the Broken Wings. Maybe Predation just isn't really very good. The times we brick with it are going to hurt a lot. No flying can be sort of solved by Cliffhaven if we hit it. And we do have decent removal. Couple Ravids and Vanquish. Oh no, we have one flyer. I missed it. Yeah, okay. Probably do want 17 land ultimately, though. So 15 creatures. What do we cut? The Mucklord? Probably the Mucklord. And go 17 land. We only have one landfall creature. Do we really need 17 land? And most of the time, Zoff is just going to be a land. And I'm not going to feel bad at all using Predation as a land either. It's not a super strong card. This is probably okay. This is probably okay.
Take your
Alright,
marks.
here goes.
Set.
So this is basically a 5-card hand already, because Skyclave is not something we want early. It's an easy mulligan. Oh. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, what am I going to do, right? 5-card hand in this kind of format, it's just a death. Just a death knell, so. I told you it was spooky that we were getting all these playable cards. Man, if this lives for a turn. Fuck. That's red. Red has lots of removal. Well, not much we can do here, folks. Remember, we mulled a 2-lander. We had nothing castable into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. Yuck. Oh, he's Rabid Bite. Balls. He's Rabid Bite, we're probably dead here. So we really need to be able to bite his 3/2 or his Gecko. Sort of stop bleeding a little bit. Are we biting the Gecko? Are we biting the Human? Well, I guess this is Menace now. I guess we're biting the Gecko? So we have Bloodbeckon in our deck. We have Visionary. We have a couple things that could help us reload a little here. Okay, so we have Blood Beckoning, so we have a way to get back our big boy should he fall. We have no way to attack, though. We don't really have good defense either. 11 land left in the deck. Oh, boy, that's real big. Yeah. mean, this is funny and all, but like, it doesn't accomplish anything. It just doesn't. We could block with the Scoot Swarm and Blood Beckoning next turn, so that if we get a land, at least we're doing something. That's probably reasonable. Wow. He's just got all the beef. He has the deal 1 or deal 2 to all the creatures in his deck. That's a problem. We've drawn nothing of any size. We're probably going to draw our second Rabid Bite next, because that's dumb. Question is, are we just stacking 5 critters in front of the Seagate Colossus, or are we just chumping it? I think we're just chumping it. There's too many things he could have in those 2 cards. We don't want to really go any lower because we could get hit with Royal. The hell of a land. Huh. Check with a couple. Just to make our mythic a little more alive if we hit it. Jumping forever, folks. At least that's really, really funny. I should have attacked with everything. I definitely should have attacked with everything. That was a punt. Cool. Never drew a single piece of removal. We gradually won with the stupid bug. I'll take it. Take it and not ask twice. All right, Henry. 2 more. 2 more to get to the break point. That's all I want. 3 wins. Keep the expectations low. 3 wins. That's all we're ever looking for.
Take your marks. Set.
Draws last game were pretty bad. Draws this game look pretty bad, but I think I'm going to keep it. If our opponent is super aggressive, we're going to be in trouble, but all about that bad draw, baby. That's lucky. Oh my god! How? How? Okay. Wow. Good hand. Yeesh. Because we have no creatures, and we do have a broken, you just want to get rid of Protector? Six land and 9 cards. Osage, tell me how and why. 6 land, 9 cards. 8% chance. Constrictor, okay. Riveting gameplay. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I have no deck, I have no plays. You have an extremely aggressive curve. Sure. Why not? We're going to get journeyed next turn, almost certainly. So should we subtle strike first? Because I think we have to. Our hand is just that bad. Cool. We have nothing to get back. Okay. Let's see what this does. Of course. my god. Oh my god! 9 land. 1 blood beckoning. No creatures. 9 land. 9 land. No creatures. 7.5% chance. Nine land. 9. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. And our opponent had premium removal as his hand. Nahiri's Takedown and Journey to Oblivion. All extremely highly rated cards. So we had Flood, now we're going to have Drought. We have our 2 bombs in hand, so it had to be a snap keep. Scary. Do we play Reef? Or do we bite this while we can? We bite that while we can, right? Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to tap out. We can probably play Reef. Famous last words. So now, I probably should have put the counter on the Reef. Wow. The landfall game is pretty tight. That was a quick game. In case you're wondering, the game is very, very over now. I guess we can pretend it, but as soon as he hits the land, we're dead. God, it must be nice to be born lucky. It's so goddamn nice to be born lucky. told you guys. I told you. I fucking told you. Ever I get a good deck, I just get fucking dumpstered. Wow. That was such an incredible, incredible draw from our opponent. Just landfall threat, landfall threat, landfall threat, land, enabler, land, top deck, enabler. Fuck! Holy shit! Oh my god. It just went so perfect for him. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Gonna lose. Gonna find a way to lose. Doesn't matter. Maybe we can make it. No, we're just waiting to lose. This currently does nothing. Skyclave here. I mean, are we ever getting to 7 mana in this game? It's a long fucking way off. Probably better than doing nothing with my turn. Yeah, we've got 5 in hand. Yeah. We'll just skip. Well. Wanted to bluff the pulse. Bluff succeeded. Be Rabid Bite or Vanquish. Could also be Subtle. We could double block to play around the Subtle. Why does the Dreadworm sound like a cow? Alright. So he's definitely got the advantage on us here. We have no reactivity. All of our blocks are kind of bad because he could have any number of tricks. Wow. Yeah, we're losing this. That play put us so far behind. Fuck. Isn't how I wanted to use that, but I think under the circumstances, We need to try to narrow his board. Land gives us a 4/5 flyer. Also activates this potentially. A lot of card draw. Strengths of Solidarity. Pretty good swing. Two constrictors means you can't strip us of menace. If we get to attack next turn, that should be game. He has like the rare that board wipes. Well, we couldn't play around it. You can kill both of the constrictors. Only thing we really want now is land to enable these. I guess blood beckoning to give us back. Well, now he's got blocks. So he can block one of the menace creatures and this. I think he's still dead. I think he's still dead. Oh no, he just goes to 2. The aesthetic actually saves him. Can we play this? Could easily have broken in his hand. Any one of these creatures is now represents a lethal threat. If he attacks us for 6, we could just play a 6/6 for 2. Although it seems improbable. I mean, he's not one turning me with Vastwood. Yeah, there's just too many things he had to answer. God, at least we got 2 wins with this deck. Holy crap. Barely got 2 wins. I know Scoot Swarm isn't insane and limited, but like, I feel like our deck is pretty reasonable. I kind of thought we'd have an easier time of it. Still rated a B+. Like a lot of the white cards at that level are A's. Yeah. Two whole wins with one of the best decks I have drafted yet doing the show. Gross. So gross. Ah, boy. Remember in the previous video I said my gimmick is that I can sing and I'm unfortunate? Well, there you have it, folks. And those games we lost were just like completely brutalizing. The landfall deck was so fucking good. There are obviously going to be draws with a deck like that where you don't get your landfall creatures early and just fall apart. But just 1, 2, 3 in a row. Like right on curve, it's like Fledgling, Scythe Cat, Prowling. Like holy shit! Like give me a chance, dude. First really solid peaceful 7 of this set. So Gnarlid. Yeah, we want to get this going, right? This, I'm going to do counter on Reef. And we can maybe wait until 5 for Colony. This is getting a little too much land. This isn't good. He's curving out right in front of me. So we've got no chance for aggression. We're getting dragged into a long game. It's usually not good against blue. We have some decent potential big threats in hand for a long game, but it doesn't look great. So if we play Hagrid, Constrictor, and swing with 2 of these, he's going to double block the Reef. We'll kill the Cascade Seer, I guess. Or we play this and wait. Does it get much better than this? Yeah, we want to try to get as many counters as we can. Let's go for the Gnarlid. We are kind of flooding. We are kind of flooding. So now we can block 2. We're trading. It's probably fine now. This scenario allows us to kill the flyer. And we did get a little more value. We got 3 counters, or 4 counters out of our reef, which is pretty nice. We can stop drawing lands, we might have a chance, but kind of flooding a little right now. Okay, so gotta kill the flyer. Drawing into Bloodbecket now would be pretty great. Pretty behind on value now. That's really, really bad. There's too much he could have in hand. I'm just playing it slow. Now we really need blood back in to get back in this because we're flooding so badly. 9 land and 13 cards. 10 land and 14 cards. Please have the play 1 or counter it. That would be great. He has a cutthroat, we kill literally nothing. It's not worth it. 10 land and 14 cards. .07%. 0.07%. 0.07%. It's going to be glacial. You could have Subtle Strike and that would blow us out. We lost a rabbit bite. We lost actual cards. We lost actual cards. I was right, he did have dual spell. Great. Fucking Christ. God damn, all the fucking games we lost. We're just so impossible to interact with. Yeah. Why not? Are we supposed to play this? They go to 6, we go to 9. If they have any removal or bounce for Skyclave, we're basically meat. I don't think we can play it yet. I don't think we can play it yet. Seven land left in our deck. And losing that Rapid Bite. If we had that Rapid Bite, we would play Scourge, because then we could eat a Skyclave. Opponents in the tank. Next land is taking us to 8 Scoot Swarms. Huh. They AFK? Oh. Oh. So it didn't matter. Do we have enough to kick this? We do, right? So he goes to 6. We swing with a trample creature he can absorb all of. It's not enough. This is our best bet. Oh, I should have swung with everything. Fuck that up again. Swing with everything would have got in 4. It's really all about this top deck. Getting rid of a blocker here. This trample. That's game. That was too close, ladies and gentlemen. was way too close. Did we get to our fabled 3? Did we do it? Okay, we got 3 wins. Now I don't care. I'm gonna go get some coffee, and we'll see if we can get more. Alright, let's try to get a little energy here. You wired me awake and hit me with a hand and broken nails. You grabbed my leash and pulled my chain to watch my blood begin to boil. Oh, we got phlegm. Well, I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run. Well, I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run. Oh, we're a little phlegmy. Let's continue. Breaking cages and running. No, sir. Kicker. Pretty powerful deck. Damn. Those have been good ones. So, holy shit. Attack with this, and if he takes it, we rabbit bite. It's the only thing I can think of. Jeez, they moved. Oh, that was a disaster. Why did they fucking move? Some bullshit. Really, really need a land here, folks. Wow, quite a party deck, man. Extremely favorable mana for him, too. We go around. Try to crawl back into this. Yeah. Pretty good. These blocks seem pretty easy. Can't play around that, so there's no point in trying. We can Blood Beckoning, getting back Reef and Visionary. Take a lot of damage this turn if we do that. We can Vanquish the Wind Rider. I don't think there's any way to get around the amount of damage we're going to take this round. We can chump the Rider for one turn. I should have taken the Gnarlid just on the promise of potentially being able to cast both to double spell. That was a misplay. Well, they got all their colors. Now we don't even want to play the land because we want to scoot and Sentinel next turn. Probably chumping. Yeah, why would you not offer the trade? You're so far ahead here. probably chumping this one out. We've got enough mana to just grow this, so I don't think we want to play it anymore. Vanquish the 2/2. I just vanquish the 2/2. I think we actually take all this damage this time too. Seems like a necessary risk, so we can start building more chumpers. Seriously, he's got a really good party deck. I haven't seen any 3-color deck work as well as his is right now. He's just generating so much pressure. Yep. So we... He's got one card. It's probably not action. It's probably not action. Don't have a lot of good choices here. Block this and 2 of these, and chump this. I mean, if he drew action, there's nothing we can do. Okay. Damn it, man. Rabid Bite doesn't even do anything in this matchup. This is just an unwinnable matchup. We got the 3 and then we immediately got put into a literally unwinnable matchup. Like, what an absolute drag, right? So, we block here. Subtle Strike, negative this plus this. I think we just take the 3, huh? The land makes us 3 chumps. Rabid Bite does fuck all. Precisely fuck all. I mean, that's not entirely true. I guess we just kill the Cascade Seer. It's funny, I was complaining about this card being garbage, and of course it was an extra card to draw. Probably should have killed the Ambusher, honestly. God damn, man. Would you fucking stop? Like, can we have a chance? Can you pretend we're in the game? Shit. Better be lucky than good, people. So just top deck bomb after bomb after bomb. Don't be good. Don't practice. Don't research theory. Don't think about your curve. Just draw exactly what you need all the time. This is a much better strategy, and long term, it'll get you much further. My name's Gravity Groove. Thanks for watching. This has been Not Safe for Work Magic, and this has been, I think, the 7th, 8th one of these drafts. And when we started out, we were going like 5 wins, 6 wins, 6 wins, 5 wins. But that's back when we were in silver, and we're actually having a lot better drafts too. Like, we were just putting better decks together. But now we've hit a really bad patch of variance, and we're just kind of getting mangled by our opponents. Either we're drawn bad or our opponents are drawn great, or both. And it feels bad, man. It feels like I'm hitting every branch falling down a tree. I think we're going to go do something fun for the rest of the day. We're going to go play some Hades. We're going to go get our workout done. Try to be a little more productive with our precious time. And speaking of precious time, thanks so much for spending some of it here, hanging out with me. I know there's a lot of people making a lot of cool shit, and it's cool that you decided to spend a little bit of that time hanging out here. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you later. Boom.